independent music scene as well, taking you right into the artists' lives and how they started on their musical journey. So sit back and enjoy as we take you on a musical ride. Welcome to Stereo Sessions. I'm your host, Sheena Osman. On today's show, we sit down with award-winning Toronto-based music producer R.B. Keys as we talk about his success and his musical journey. But first, let's start off the show with today's music headline.
It doesn't matter, we're all together, and it's paradise in our minds, falling together, arms around each other.
On other music headlines, UK-based R&B singer-songwriter Craig David has recently released his new album, The Time Is Now, which is his 7th studio album. The album has been released for a few months now and has received some mixed reviews, negative mostly. Many media outlets are criticizing Craig David, saying he's regurgitating the cliched pop electronic sounds that are out now and lacking originality and any UK garage sound that made him popular in the beginning of his career in 2000 with his album Born to Do It. Other reviewers have said that this album is a reflection of him growing up and representing the current sounds of this time with tropical house, Latin, and trap influences on some of his tracks. What are your thoughts on Craig David's new album? Let us know.
We're all together, and it's paradise in our minds, falling together, arms around each other. I know you know me too. We're all like the way she walk, I'm like the way she talk now. She just ignite my spark.
Lastly, on music headlines, Mr. Boombastic himself, Shaggy, the international reggae dancehall superstar, is back with a collaboration with R&B Canadian singer Masari with the track Why. Shaggy has also had a recent collaboration on Sting's album Don't Make Me Wait, and he had a recent appearance at the Grammys. An official music video with Masari is to be released soon. Stay tuned. Welcome to our next segment, The Indie Scene on Stereo Sessions. I'm joined here with award-winning music producer R.B. Keys. R.B. Keys,
Hey.
Thanks for coming into the studio today.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be
Awesome.
here.
So I guess tell us, how did you become a music producer?
Well, it all started, like, my musical history started way back when I was 8 years old. Like, I used to play the piano. Like, my mom bought me a toy piano, and I would start, playing the keys. Like, I used to play songs on it.
Okay.
And I started playing the keys like that, and then she seen that I had a musical gift, so she would pull me into music school.
Okay.
That's how I bettered my piano skills.
Right.
And then from there, now with the producing part, like, I got into high school.
Okay.
And well, my brother, he used to be a music producer. He's also a rapper right now.
Okay.
So he also started producing. So afterwards, after that, I got into a program in high school that teaches about music production.
Okay.
So after that, my brother decided he wanted to give me the program. I told him I was interested in producing too.
Okay. Okay.
So he gave me what he had when he started off.
Okay.
So I started using that, and then I just taught myself from there.
And what types of genres of music do you do?
I do all kinds of genres, from pop to hip-hop to R&B and dance.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And is there any particular styles that you prefer?
Well, my particular style is usually like uplifting type of beats.
Okay.
Like instrumentals, where like I don't know if you're the Black Cows crowd that I sent you.
Okay,
yeah,
yes, I did.
Stuff like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome, perfect. And I guess, who are some of your musical inspirations?
Like artists that inspire me and stuff. I have a lot. There's a lot.
There's a lot, yeah. Anyone in particular, like in terms of the production side, that inspires your work?
Oh, and the producers, you mean? Yeah, I have a couple of producers like DJ Mustard or Timberland.
Okay.
Like all these
All the
producers.
greats, right?
Yeah.
And so you've actually collaborated with a lot of big artists, and for someone who's pretty young, you've actually accomplished quite a bit. Tell us about some of those the artists that you're working with.
right now.
Yes.
Like currently, well, as you know, like I've been working with KL, and so that started with him. Like doors started opening ever since me and him started collaborating and stuff.
And for those who don't know, KL is
KL,
a Calgary-based
he's
artist.
a Calgary-based artist. He's doing his thing in Calgary, you know, gets tours and stuff. So yeah. So another like artist I've been working with lately was well, it's not. I don't want to say anything about it yet, but it's happening. It's Masari.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well, that's a really big artist that you're working with. So he's actually he has an album that's coming out, correct? And you're doing the music production for it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And how did that collaboration come about?
Well, I just like it just reached a point of like I'm just like, you know, I just wanted to get in touch with many artists, so I'm just messaging artists and doing whatever I gotta do to like get in contact with them.
Right.
So I messaged Masari and I didn't expect anything from it. I thought, okay, whatever.
Right.
What he's gonna want to do with me, you know? So he ended up replying to me and said, yeah, I want to let's collab, you know?
No, that's amazing.
Send me some music and stuff. So I sent him some stuff. He'd be like, yo,
you liked it.
let's collab, yeah.
And you're also working with another major artist as well, Drew, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you doing with him? Is it an album that you're?
Well, right now with Drew, he's just he's working on an album right now.
Okay.
I'm not sure the release date of it, but yes, we do have a track coming. Actually, he has a track with KL too.
Okay.
It's coming out soon, so we have that coming, and I can't tell you anything about the release date.
No, I guess you can't, right?
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing music production for?
I've been doing it for about 7, 8 years, around when I was 16 years old.
Nice. And your family's pretty supportive. I guess they are because they're in the studio actually.
Yeah, right now,
today, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, they're very big supporters of me, you know. Like they always try to motivate me to keep me going.
Amazing.
You know, I don't know, like if it wasn't for them, like I wouldn't even be in this position because they always help me out however they can, you know.
And are you still doing the piano? Are you still playing piano as well?
Always, yeah.
Always, right?
I always try to like. I try to balance it with the music production.
Okay.
So I produce, and whenever I get a chance, I try to play piano, keep it up, you know.
Right. So how long does it actually take you to produce a song and put a song together?
Like a real good song, like song with lyrics, or just the beat they talk about?
I guess the entire thing. Like
the entire thing? Yeah. Well, it depends. Like certain songs might be a little bit harder, but I'll say generally around like a week for me.
Okay.
To like produce the beat and mixing the lyrics and the vocals and all that stuff. Like around a week or so.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So actually, let's cut to one of the videos that you produced. It's called "Nothing to You" by KL and Stephen Boyce. Correct. All right. So let's check it out.
Yes.
What? Well, I cut girls off when I know they like trouble. They all come back the next day like stubble. Yeah, the cool just started. I'm first class like school just started. They wanna see me buzzing quick. My fans are doctors, come to see me cause I'm sick. Lost in ambition, trapped in goals. This is what you call poetry, wrapped in soul, yeah. College girls seem to know it all, but sometimes I think a stripper wiser. Advise me before you trip out. Go ahead and call a trip advisor. And I thought that you were kidding, boo. When you said you want my kids, you talk about everything I didn't do instead of what I did. Everything that I've done.
So we just saw that video right there with KL. So how did you start working with him?
Well, okay. Well, KL, it started off with through the next artist I'm working with, Tommy.
Okay.
Yes, he's also a Calgary artist. He's like, so we started talking.
Okay.
Because I actually got in contact with him first by like hearing the song on the radio and stuff. I'm like, yo, this guy's sick. So I started listening to him more, you know. I'm like, yo, let me hit him up. So I hit him up, and I didn't really expect him to really respond because he's quite a big artist, you know. He has like international tracks, and charted like pretty big in Europe and stuff. So like.
So yeah, you mentioned you've done a lot of work with KL. Actually, I was in contact with KL over email.
Oh yeah,
we're supposed to
you
have
told
him
me
on
that.
the
Yeah.
show. I know he's on tour right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about the collaboration, about how you guys started collaborating.
Yeah. So pretty much how I started with me and KL was I met him through Tommy because. Well, with Tommy, first we was working with the song Black Clouds, and then he had KL was going to go on it. So, and then I ended up meeting him through him. So he's like, okay, I want to send some beats of mine, and then he's like, yeah, sure, send me some. I sent him the beats, and the reaction he gave to it was like none other before. Like,
what did he say?
Like, I never got a reaction like that ever. Like, usually artists will just react like, okay, yeah, I like your beat, or your beat's sick, or whatever. He's like. This is like the crazy, like he's just going off on it. He's telling me how he's like banging his head on the wall and stuff.
Well, you two, I guess, make
so yeah, so we just like connected like that. And I really feel his stuff. His music is really nice. So we just connected, and yeah, so we just bonded. So like in terms of music, like we're very connected in that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely have to have the both of you on an episode together, and I think that'll be.
And also
something
like. We have upcoming like a mixtape coming with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when is the mixtape?
Like I produced the whole thing pretty much, so it will be called Lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
It's dropping around. I'll say next month.
Next month. Okay. Yeah. So we'll definitely be having that on the show as well.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
And you're based out of Toronto.
Yeah, based out of Toronto. Yes.
And so I guess what is your opinion about the music scene in Toronto and as a producer as well? Do you think there's a lack of support for artists here? Is there a lack of infrastructure? What are your views on that?
In Toronto?
Yeah, in Toronto, yeah. Or I guess in Canada alone.
Like the music scene?
Yeah, the music scene. Or I guess as a producer, what are some of the challenges that you're facing?
Yeah, the challenges I face, like, like this is a tough game, like very competitive, like a lot of producers like competing to get to like a very certain place, and I just face like a lot of backlash, like a lot of like down, like times where I just feel like, what's the point? Like I gotta give up.
What kind of backlash did you receive?
Like, your music's not good enough or whatever.
Really?
Or I sent to a lot of people, artists that I want to work with, like, sorry, like they don't want to work with me for whatever reason,
Okay.
But you just gotta have tough things, just gotta keep going, can't let that, bring you down,
There you go.
Because I believe once you believe in yourself, that's it. That's what you need. Like, you just have to. That's the first step to success. Believing in yourself.
100%. 100%. So for those who want to check out your music, where can they check you out? Is it on social media? You want to tell our viewers?
Yeah. So you have Instagram. Check me out at the real RB Keys. No, that's my Twitter. At the real RB Keys is my Twitter, and my Instagram is RBKeys001. And then I have Facebook. You can add me on Facebook. And my YouTube page is RB Keys.
And you can see it right on the screen there.
Yes.
Okay. Any other handles? That was it?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are some projects that you're working on at the moment, other than the two albums that we discussed?
Well, okay. Right now, I don't want to explain spoil too much of it,
okay.
But I'm working with this. Have you heard of Delaney Jane?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm working with her on her upcoming song with her.
Okay.
Her and Grammy Award nominated Sean Frank.
Okay.
So we are working on something together.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
And I forgot to mention, you also won an award as well. Did you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, I won an award, Academia Award.
Okay.
It's like an award that they have like every month for like pretty much any artist that like on the upcoming, or even if you're out there already, this is all kinds of music they get, like submissions from.
Okay.
So people just, I don't know, someone submitted it, I don't know how.
Someone
it just came as a surprise for me,
Yeah, amazing. Well,
and then KO just hit me up like, yo, our song just got nominated. I'm like, oh wow.
That's a huge accomplishment.
And next thing you tell me now the song wins. So like, okay, wow, that's nice.
So what is your ultimate goal as a music producer?
Ultimate goal is just to like, honestly, just to be as great as I can, The sky's the stars. The stars is the limit, not the sky.
There you go.
So I'm just trying to reach as far as I can, And I take it step by step, Like I have my plan for each year, like for what I want to see myself at the end of the year. So like I'm just working on goals to get to that where I want to be.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of you. Is there anything else that you wanted to tell our viewers? Being on the spot.
I don't know.
Just check you out online,
check
right?
me out online, man. Yeah, there's going to be more. Keep on the lookout for me. You know, check me out on all the social media that I just gave you. So Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and and there are more stuff coming from me. So look out
There
for
we
that.
have it. We'll definitely have RB Keys back in the studio. We'll talk about the albums that will be out at the time, right?
Definitely. Next time you see me, there'll be updates.
There you go. Of course there will be.
I'll be in a bigger, hopefully in a better position than I am now, because I'm always aiming to get to that a better position each year. So I'm just working as hard as I can all the time, to make sure I get into a better position.
Well, RB Keys, it was definitely a pleasure having you in the studio today, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of you in future.
Yes.
And there you have it. That's RB Keys, music producer. Check him out online, and that's the indie scene on Stereo Sessions.
Yeah, man.
Now let's take a look at this week's Top 10 Video Mix.
Love your body, jingle up your sing sing. Love me like that. Love me like we ain't never let go. Love me like that. Poco poco, muy muy lento. Take your time and do it just like we were in Jamaica or New York. Love me like that. Love me, give me some love.
Give me some of that. Love you know your booty pop when the beat drop. For me, my baby, where your tweet is a rap. Love the energy when your fingers top back. Step in, girl, you peppering, you ever look hot. Every queen, girl, you know, so you never yet flop. I know I see when me want for your attack. My eye dep on she precise and exact. Out the window of the Benz, so we get sitting in the rent. And I'm like, whoa, man, my legs so goddamn cold. Diamonds when my teeth are sore. I can always let it go.
I wanna get it wilder, the kind that now slows down. I wanna take you higher, till our hearts really only sound. I wanna go where the lights burn low and you're only mine. I wanna give you wild. Tried to call you.
You can do this. So my love, keep on running. We gotta get through today. Yeah, my love, keep on running. Gotta keep those tears at bay.
¿Qué pasó en la relación y el amor que me tenía? Lo hacíamos tan cabrón que parecían olías. Yo sé que sigo en tus fantasías. Estás con él, pero eres mía.
Extraño la colección de Baby Doll. ¿Cómo te quedan, bebé? Dame metiéndote un gol. Como Shakira y Piqué. Rosa, champaña y motel. Eres la fruta prohibida que sabe a pecado y que sabe jugar con mi vida. Por eso me llevo a cualquier enredada. Como una bala perdida, yeah.
So don't break. Sanctify my body with pain. Sanctify the love that you crave. I won't be ashamed. Sanctify my sins when I pray.
No matter how long you're gone.
to myself, shit, now they think I'm crazy. I walk into the club like everybody hates me. Everybody hates me. Like everybody hates me. Like everybody hates me. All I know, tell me who's gonna save me from this hell. Without you, I'm alone. Who gon' pray for me? Take my pain for me. Save my soul for me. 'Cause I'm alone to see. If I'm gon' die for you, if I'm gon' kill for you, then I spill this blood for you. Hey.
Yeah, Spider-Man and freezing full effect.
On today's Music Rewind, we are taking it back to the early 90s with the American group Belle Biv DeVoe. Members of the group were formed from the former boy band New Edition. They're most known for their hit song Poison, and their album sold over 4 million copies, creating a unique sound for the time, combining hip-hop, soul, funk, and pop music.
It's all so beautiful. Relationships they seem from the start. It's all so.
And that's it for today's episode of Stereo Sessions. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out next week for even more music coverage right here on the HTV network. I'm your host, Sheena Osman. See you next week.